I got a lot on my mind. Oh, classic. Let's talk about this Jellystone. I got a lot on my mind. She got a lot on my mind. Haters, I'm sorry. This nigga's dope. Stay the nine. Yo, that lion roar, man. That's a line. Your next lady, that she lying. I be fucking that bitch like she mine. Oh, my Jerry wet, it ain't mine. I'm just like Seal, and I late teen. Baby, what the fuck? On the floor. I got any hoes for sure. I'm the top like a coat. I'm the got a coat. Roar. I'm the annual coat. Get like a coat. I love how the lion is just agreeing with him. See, these guys are smart, man. These guys are smart. I'm telling you, you can hate, but it just seems stupid. You can hate, man. Like, there's a science to this rap shit. Lion and roar, every time he says something, it's like, yo, like, it's powerful. Again, rap. It's rap stuff. The reason why I'm here, obviously, is we want to talk about this Jelly and Pierre Wolf of Peachtree or something like that. My first time ever hearing about the dude, Jelly, and honestly, I'm not really impressed, you know. Obviously, it's Pierre, so anything Pierre, I'm gonna listen to. You already know this. You know I'm a Pierre fan. You know I've said this way before people figured this out, that Pierre was the best producer, in my opinion, of the last 5 years or something like that. Him and 808 Mello. Those are like the guys. Everyone else is kind of just playing catch up, in my opinion. Weezy's also pretty decent too. Weezy has some stuff, but in general, to me, Pierre and 808 Mello, they really had they put their stamp in the game in the last couple of years. So I don't know, it's no surprise that Pop Smoke and Playboi Carti are my favorite new rappers of the last couple of years. So anyways, the point is, anything by those guys, in particular Pierre, I'm gonna listen to because it's Pierre. I have to say that this project was pretty underwhelming. It was underwhelming for a bunch of reasons. The beats themselves were not that great. They were okay. Some of them were okay. Let me see if I can play one of these. What You Doing? WYA. I thought this was probably one of the better beats on here. You know, it's got a nice little vibe. You want to come on here? Very Pierre. Yeah, turn up, you know. This is real Pierre shit to me, honestly, but done pretty well. So I like the song a bit. What was the other one that I thought was decent? Even the way that it's kind of singing on it. This is Pierre shit. Very sing-songy, right? This one was also okay. This Ain't That. I thought it was alright, but you know, I listened to it a couple times, you know. That backwards shit that Pierre does sometimes is so dope. So this was cool, and Pop Out was pretty decent too. The other one that I thought was, this was all right. You know, it has a nice little knock to it. I wouldn't say like the beat is, again, it's not super crazy. But you know, one thing about this, man, when I was listening to this, so it was cool, but ultimately I'll say that this is a perfect example of why when people talk about, oh, it's just the producer and Playboi Carti sucks, and Pierre's, you know, the one that should get all the credit. I know those people are jealous and they're lying to themselves, because the reality of the matter is, if you want to hear the difference between Pierre working with Jelly and Pierre working with Playboi Carti, it's night and day, honestly. And the reason it's night and day is that you can't just give all the credit to the producer. Obviously, the rapper on some level is either inspiring these beats, is sometimes offering production credit on these beats as well, but they might not, you know, they might not put it out there. But it's a marriage, is what I'm trying to say. A great song is a marriage between the rapper and the producer. So when you sit here and you tell me that it's only the producer that's to get credit, that sounds like some jealous shit. Okay, and the reality is that if you look at rappers that consistently have great beats, those are very musical people, and some of them even produce themselves. Nas produced, can probably make a beat here and there. We talk about A$AP Rocky. In that Nori interview, Nori was talking about how A$AP Rocky is the best beat picker in the game, and I agree. I've told you this, but A$AP Rocky's like, I make beats. Like, don't forget that shit, and it's true. Again, a lot of these rappers, Busta Rhymes, they've made beats. Jay, they're very musical people. That's why they're dope. They understand how music works. They understand how hip hop works, right? So that's why if you see someone repeatedly having great beats, there's something to them. Either them or someone in their crew understands how this music shit goes, right? And instead of being jealous, you should probably try to, do your homework and figure out how you can, as a supposedly better rapper, can get access to those kind of beats or better, right? Or create them, right? And this is what I'm trying to say. You look at Jelly. Jelly is nowhere near as interesting vocally as Playboi Carti. Obviously, he's not getting top tier stuff that Playboi Carti got from Pierre. But you could argue that, like I said, the stuff that Pierre made for Carti is partly inspired through Carti, and Carti may have even had a hand in that shit, for all you know, right? Again, if you're repeatedly, rapping on good shit, you probably have some involvement with the production, right? We know this. Jay, for example, is notorious for people, whether it be Premier or Quick or people he's worked with, he's been like, I want you to loop it like this, and I'm gonna rhyme on that, right? Jay knows his stuff, right? Great artists know their shit. So overall, I thought this was pretty mediocre. I would just give it a mediocre. I think Pierre is, obviously the best part of the project. Jelly is just kind of nondescript, vocally, just kind of boring and dull. And again, like I said, the style that Carti has is just way better, right? Way more advanced. But yeah, he's just kind of there. Pierre's stuff is kind of meh. Not horrible, but not exactly great, not standout stuff. And to be honest with you, I guess I'm kind of happy about that, because I'd rather these, greater beats don't get wasted on people like Jelly, with no disrespect to Jelly, but you gotta step it up if you're gonna want better shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, that's part of what I'm saying. Like, if Jelly was really a better rapper, he'd probably demand better beats or inspire better beats out of Pierre, right? So I'm kind of glad that it didn't amount to anything much. So overall, not a bad listen. Certainly one of the better listens I've had this year. I mean, this is way better than, Mr. Banal and the Mid-Steppers, that's a damn sure. But, still pretty mediocre in the grand scheme of things. So if you get a chance to listen to it, unless you're a huge Pierre fan, you gotta hear everything Pierre ever done, I would say that you could kind of skip this, and you wouldn't really be missing out, okay? Peace.